let's get the show started, shall we?
Live from BC Children's Hospital in Vancouver, it's the 29th Annual Miracle Weekend.
Yes, welcome inside BC Children's Hospital. You know, this place serves 1 million children living in BC and the Yukon. They treat the severely ill kids, of course, but they also take care of all those smaller things like the bad ear infection that happens at 2:30 in the morning or a broken elbow.
Those things can feel like big things to little people,
For sure.
I'm sure. So for the next 4 hours, all day tomorrow, we will give you an insight into so many heroic stories and how this hospital is such an important place to many families around beautiful British Columbia.
All right, so happy to have one of the architects of the good work that they do here at BC Children's Hospital with me. David Podmore is the chair of the BCCHF Foundation Board of Directors. And look, you've been involved in this for years. It's so nice to have you as a part of this. Talk to me a little bit about how you got involved, why you first got involved, and what your involvement entails.
Thanks very much, Chris. I got involved, first of all, because I was very sick as a young child and was in the hospital for a long period of time. And it's one of my ways of giving back. So that's an important part. I got involved in 1996. I also got involved because I'm a father. I have 4 children. Now I have 5 grandchildren, another one on the way. And it's always been a comfort that Children's Hospital would be available if required. And we have not used it a lot, although very recently one of my grandchildren had to be treated here. And we were certainly very thankful for the type of care and attention that he received.
It is true that across the province, families, I think, feel the same way, too, because it doesn't matter what corner of the province you're in. I was just talking to Claire, a young girl who is receiving treatment here for cystic fibrosis, came in all the way from Fort St. John, and her dad's with her here as well. It helps across the province. Now, we have the new Tech Acute Care Center being built, and to watch that rise out of the foundation has been really encouraging, I guess. What are your thoughts when you see that take shape and all the work you've put into making that happen?
Well, I'm really thrilled to see it taking shape and the fact that it'll be open in 2017. And it will allow us to provide an even higher level of service with greater comfort for both the patients and for the families that have patients in the hospital. It started in 2003 when we started to convince the provincial government that it was time to look at an upgrade and replacement of BC Children's Hospital. So it's really exciting to see it happening, and it is going to be a facility that will, as you've pointed out, it's going to serve people throughout the entire province and the Yukon Territory.
Well, I speak for everybody at Global BC who says thank you for the work that you do, David, and we're very proud to be a part of it too. So thanks for your continued service. Sophie, back to you.
Miracle Weekend coming to a close, but what a weekend it's been. It's time to check in for a big total, guys.
It is.
Let's
so,
do it.
Everyone, are we ready to hear those numbers when we finally get there?
I'm ready.
Right? We're all going to call them out en masse, right?
Right.
Right? Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we are.
And then we have party poppers, right?
Yeah, we all
Ferris has been waiting for those.
Let's try not to take out an eye with those things, okay? We say that every year, and so far it's all worked
been
out.
okay.
Hey, before we do this, though, I really would like to say thanks to all the volunteers working behind the scenes who helped us out.
Yes.
You've been
Yes. It really is a cast of thousands. So, do we want to do this right now?
Yeah, we do.
Okay, let's do it.
All right.
Let's turn the numbers.
Okay.
8,
0, 6, 8, 1, 0. Yeah!
We couldn't have done this without your help, each and every one of you. Thank you for your donations.
Thank you so much, everyone, and a special thank you as well to Ferris, our child host. Ferris, thank you so much.
You got your party poppers, buddy. Thank you, BC. You're incredible.
Thank you.
See you next year on
Good work,
Miracle
everyone.
Weekend.
We are pleased to introduce you now to our 2016 champion child. I had a chance to chat with Aiden Chin earlier this evening. 5 years ago, cancer tore apart Aiden's world and forced him into BC Children's Hospital for weeks at a time. But you know what? Cancer couldn't break the deep bond Aiden had with his brother and his friends. In fact, it did quite the opposite.
I don't expect my cancer to come back. It's a new chapter in my life. I guess there is a sense of being a child, being a teen again. So there are times when I do feel free. I don't think I could ever fully go back to what it was like before. Bren was 7 years old and I was only 11, so we both were just kids, right?
I had no clue. I heard the cancer word, I was just like, what is that? Okay, maybe I'm gonna see him tomorrow. My eyes kind of started opening up and I was just like, Aiden's not gonna be here for a while. I'm only gonna see him maybe a couple times a week. It just kept on going in my head, like what if he was not gonna make it? What if I wasn't gonna see him at home anymore?
There were times when I was feeling really sick and out of it and tired, and there were times when it wasn't always the chemo, it was about how other patients in the hospital were doing.
You don't know what it's like, because I've been through so much pain, but I want to be here for 2 weeks. And they'd be here for 6 months, you say?
And I was sad that there were other patients and there were other children that were younger than me going through cancers that were harder than mine. Basically from that point on, I was like, why don't I try to get through it and then hopefully come back, help out. That's what I've basically been trying to do since I finished treatment. I got to join this club at the hospital called the Oncology Teen Group Club. It's something that you can't find out of the hospital. As a survivor, I'm still part of the teen group. There's still a lot of support that I can give to them and they can give to me, because there's an understanding that treatment isn't over when you're a survivor. There's still an emotional side of things. You have friends that are going through it, friends that aren't gonna make it through it, and that becomes a reality for you. It's not just over. Brooke was a friend of mine that I met in the hospital, and she became basically a sister to me. Brooke was definitely the closest friend that I had that I lost. The day before she passed away, I did get to see her in the hospital, and I did get to hold her hand, talk to her, and say goodbye, and tell her I loved her one last time. And I don't believe that you can accept something like that. You have to, I guess, learn to cope with it more. Before, I felt like cancer was something that was rare, that one in a ton of kids would be diagnosed, but it's not rare, and there's a lot of kids in oncology, children that are going through what you went through, and pain that is unexplainable. I want to be able to give back to those that have helped me in the hospital, that have made it so that I can go out there and be active and just live my life again.
It's a really good feeling that I could just go home and do something with my brother now. Without Children's Hospital, my brother wouldn't be here, so I'm eternally grateful for them being there.
I'm looking forward to staying connected to the hospital because it's been such a big part, giving back and pursuing the dreams that I have and being able to do that because of BC Children's Hospital.
Miracle Weekend coming to a close, but what a weekend it's been. It's time to check in for a big total, guys.
It is.
Let's do
So
it.
before we do this, though, I really would like to say thanks to all the volunteers working behind the scenes who helped us out.
Yes.
You've been amazing.
Yes. It really is a cast of thousands. So do we want to do this right now?
Yeah, we do.
Okay, let's do it.
All right.
Let's turn the numbers.
Okay.
8,
0, 6, 8, 1, 0. Yeah!
Angels are smiling, lifted by love, awed by the children, exploring their world of pure innocence, pure love. Mothers and fathers whisper their prayers, take joy in knowing that everyone shares their faith and hope and love. Little ones laughing, lost in their play, through grateful eyes you can hear them say, thank you all, thank you, thank you all, thank you. Miracles happen with love and with help from the angel in all of us. Miracles happen, oh yes they do. Here's hoping someday what happens for you, and the peace comes to you from above. Miracles happen with love. Miracles happen with love, and with help from the angel and all of us. Miracles happen, oh yes they do. Here's hoping someday what happens for you, and peace comes to you from above.